doers, I'm Belle and welcome to my workshop. Today I will be unboxing the Sizzix scoring board and trimmer. So let's get into it here. Oh, all right. So I do love a good tool. Box is so pretty. I do love a good tool that is multi-use. So with this tool, you can make pretty bags, banners, cards, boxes, envelopes, rosettes, and probably more. So how do I open you? Uh-huh. One, two, and done. All right. Oh, this box is gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, so this is a blade, an extra blade for the trimmer. We have instructions. I like all the pictures. And then we have the tool itself down here. Let's take it out. Oh, it's quite big. And we also have the envelope matrix table. So I'll show you how to use this later, but there's inches and there's also centimeters, which I really appreciate. It's got a little carry holder. This is so cute. Okay, so that is it. That's all that comes in the box. Okay, so let's talk about the tool itself. It is 42 centimeters up and 35 centimeters wide, and it's pretty chunky. It's pretty thick. Probably like a centimeter thick. So it feels sturdy. It's got some weight to it. On the back, we do have rubber feet, and that does sit nice and snug on my craft table. The trimmer looks pretty heavy duty, and you can just pop it off right there. And take the whole trimmer off. So that piece just pops off and then you can replace it with a new blade. So with this though, you'll see that it's angled on both sides, so you can cut material up or down, and then you just place that back on. Well, that's very easy, and then that just clips down. I don't know if you saw that, but you just unclip that part there, and you can change the blade. So that's really good. You don't have to buy a new trimmer if the blade gets blunt. I do like guillotines. I just find sometimes trimmers actually tear the paper instead of cutting it nice and flat. It kind of can just shred the paper. So we'll see how that goes. You can have this set to inches or centimeters, and I've talked about this before, but it's really hard to find stuff for centimeters. Well, I found it is anyway. So what you do is we can pop this ruler out. Pop this ruler out, and it's got inches and it's also got centimeters. So we'll slide that back in. You've got to slide these in to the back, and then this kind of pushes forward to get it in place. Now you might say, what about the board? That's still in inches. Well, you can flip that and you've got a little centimeter mark. It's getting a bit dark actually. Centimeter mark there. And there is markings. Don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but there is markings along here too. And then we just slide that back in. And now she is ready to go with centimeters. So the ruler itself also moves in different angles. And to move, like that's in a locked position there. So to move it back, you have to pull, and then you can move it back. Now, I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can bring it up a little bit. We've got an envelope with an arrow. So when we want to make an envelope, we actually move the ruler all the way to that side, and then we do a 45-degree angle. Now you can see 45-degree angle is there, and you've got a mark just there. So there's 3 marks on that dial. There is a cutting, a envelope, and also a scoring. So when we're scoring, we would have the ruler out of the way, and we use these score lines. So there's 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. And with the envelope, all the way out to the side, you can see there's an align and a score mark, and that's how you figure out where to fold your envelope. We will get to that. I'm going to make an envelope for the card that I'm making, but those markings are there too. I just wanted to point them out because I know it can be very hard to see on the camera. Sometimes it doesn't pick it up. So this tool has everything that you need. So tucked away, if we just move the ruler out of the way, tucked away over here is the scoring tool. It's very cute. And you use that to score. And it fits very nicely in those grooves. Very good. Now this part here is actually if you wanted to curl some paper. This is just a scrap piece of paper, but you can feed it in through here like this, and then curl it. And that's just great. They've added another tool onto an already packed full of tools, and that just lives in there, so you'll never lose it. When you need it, you just grab it out. And when you grab it out, normally this would be here when you're scoring, so it's easy accessible, especially if you didn't have long nails like I do. And then you can score and use that. All right, so that's the trimmer, the scoreboard, the ruler, the scoring tool. Now you might have noticed we have these. Now these are hole punches. So we have an envelope one, and they're nestled in there quite well. And there's markings, so that's where the corner and the corner for your envelope would be. And there's also markings on here to make sure you line it up where these lines are. So that's the envelope. This is a hole punch. And then this one you can use to create curved corners or triangle corners on your cards. And they sit in there really nicely. And of course, after you use them, they come out the bottom. So you'll have the remnants of them just on your craft surface. Whoops, there we go. Okay, so I think we're gonna make something with this now. Put it to the test. Okay, so let's use the scoreboard and trimmer to cut out a base for a card. Now, if you're new to card making, you might not know the measurements. I've got a free download with all the measurements and score details on my website if you want this. Okay, so today I'm going to make a card base, a large square card base. So I need a width of 29 centimeters by 14.5 centimeters, and I need to score at 14.5. Okay. So 29 centimeters. by 14.5. And then I have to score at 14.5. Okay. And then we have our card base. So this could be a top folding or vertical. Okay, so we have our card base and pretended we made it really pretty. Now we want to create an envelope for this card. So to do that, let's get that out of the way. We just put our envelope in line, our card base in line with the corner down here, and we go off this measurement. So this one is cutting, so we need 23.5. And we need 22.1. At 23.5 by 23.5. And now we need to do our little fold lines. So I'm going to flip it over and we're going to slide this over and then lift this up and turn it 45 degrees, as this is envelope mode, and this also has a little icon for envelope mode. Okay, now we need to do 22.1. So we come along here, push this up till we get to 22.1. So we have 22.1. And then we just score at our score mark here. Now we rotate this piece of paper and align that score mark with the align and score. And repeat. So aligning the score mark with the aligning the score mark with the score, and then scoring, and one more. And there is our envelope. So now I'm just going to spin this around. Now our hole punches, this is our envelope hole punch. So we just line these score marks with the lines on the outside here, and then we punch. And last one. Now we can also round these edges off as well. We just slide that into there. Now there is two different corner cuts. So one's more of a square and one's a rounded. And it gives us a nice rounded look. And there we go. Now let's fold our folds. And last one. Okay, so now we're going to put some glue. So I've got a glue tape runner, 1 and 2. Just burnish that down a little bit so it sticks. And now we have our card inside our envelope. So you always have an envelope. So let's make a gift box that goes with that envelope and card that we just made. So I'm going to do the base. Well, first you can go onto the Sizzix website. I'll pop a link down in the description below. But you can actually get a box generator and calculate the dimensions that you need for the box base and the box lid. So my length I need is 21 centimeters. The width is 13 centimeters. And the height I need it to be is 4 centimeters. So my box measurements are going to be 21 by 29. So if we do 29 and cut by 21. Oh, we don't even need to cut. And then we score at 4. So we score at 4 centimeters all the way around. Alright, so that is our base. I'm just going to grab another piece of that blue. Okay, so this is going to be for our lid. So for our lid measurements, we need 27.2. And then 19.2. And then we score this one at 3. So going all the way around. And scoring at 3. Okay. Now when making a box, it's probably best to make it out of the really thick cardstock. Like 300 GSM. I don't think I did. Oh no. Okay, so there is 2 ways to fold these. So I'm going to show you both ways. So bringing my scoring tool back in. And we're just going to do a little slit down here. It's probably easier if you do it this way. Don't fold it first. So just a little slit just to the other score mark. Okay, and then we're just going to lift it and then go down the bottom and do the same. And then again on the other side. Okay, and there's a little center mark. So if you get that to the score line, you know you've cut to the score line, because that's where the blade is. Okay? So then all we do is fold these in and up. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape. Now you can use whatever glue you prefer. them in and press. Okay, so that is our base. Now the other way of doing it is, we'll just bring our score tool in. Now the other way of doing it is you can score just in the middle. Oop, that went a little bit to the side. Okay, now you can just fold that. Just folding each corner, and then when you bring the corners in, you can fold, pinch like that, and then tape it to either side really. So we can put some tape runner and then I'm just going to put some tape runner on the inside here, 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 and here. Now we just fold them inwards. And press. Fold it in. And press. Fold it in and press. And one more. So then that is our lid. And it goes on nicely like that. Now you can adjust how much the lid overhangs on that box generator too. So I wanted my lid to overhang 3 centimeters, and it does. Okay. Now we made that lovely box, I want to make a little gift tag. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this around about there. And this is going to be my card. So now I'm going to turn this back to the 45-degree angle, but we're not going to bring it out to the envelope. What we're going to do is we're going to slide this up, and we can kind of gauge how much we want to take off. So I think there looks pretty good. Now we're going to look at this marking here, so we can line this up again for the other side. So it's 17.5. So we're going to cut this. Then we're going to flip this around, line this bottom edge with 17.5, and then we're going to cut it again. Now we have a perfectly cut gift tag. Now I'm going to do something a little extra. So I'm just going to line up my mark, which is there, and we'll cut. Okay, I just wanted to see a little bit more of that blue. Now we can just glue this panel on. Just like so, but we're not done yet. If we spin our scoreboard over, we have a hole punch. We have our hole punch, and we can just slide that in there and punch. And we have a perfectly centered hole. Now, we might want to make some decorations. Okay, so I've got some leftover cut-offs of the same color. So why not make some decorations? So what I'm going to do is we're just going to move this to the 15 degree, and then we're going to put our cardstock along that edge and just move it till we reach our corner, line that up with our cut and cut. Then we can flip our card over and cut again. Now we've got a cute little bunting. You can go bigger, of course. I've got this piece here. Line it up again. Line it up with that corner again. And we have bunting. And bunting. 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 And bunting. So then, of course, we've still got our hole punch. So I'm just lining the edge of the paper with the edge of the hole punch. Just like that. And then we've got our lovely bunting. What if we wanted to do more decorations? Not only can this tool make envelopes, card bases, gift tags, and boxes, but it can also make some rosettes. So I'm just going to move that all the way to the side. And now we're just going to score our cardstock at 1 centimetre. All the way across. So we're just moving up 1 centimetre. Oops, my thumb got caught. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to cut our cardstock into 2 equal parts. So I'm going to go down to 13. So I'm going to go down to 13 centimeters. And we're going to cut and go down 3 again to 10 centimeters. And cut. So now we've got 2 identical pieces of cardstock, and they're all scored at 1. So now all I'm going to do is just fold it over and then fold it under. Then fold it over and then under. Fold it over and under, and we're going to keep on going until we've done both of them all the way through. Okay, and we're done. Now we've got 2. So now what we're going to do is, if you see, it's going to come together like that. So I'm going to glue one side . just gonna stick them together like that. Then we're going to get the other side. Then we're going to get the other side. Put some glue on that. And then bring these together. And squeeze. Okay, so while I was waiting for that to dry, I just cut out some circles. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape. You can use hot glue. And then we're just going to squeeze down the middle. That on. Just like that. And we're going to do the same with the front. Now I'm just using tape runner for quickness. I do recommend, however, using hot glue. And there's our rosette. It's very cute. Now you can jazz them up, put some bling on them, put some glitter, make some holes with our hole punch. Either or. So it's pretty amazing. Like, we've created all of this with just one tool. So we've done our rosettes, our card base, our envelope, our gift tag, our gift box, some bunting for decoration. It's really cool. I love this tool. It makes it very easy. I did run out of the green cardstock, so I made a rosette out of blue paper, but we made all of this with one tool. I'm really impressed. The tool is so easy to use and it's intuitive too. Like, they've really thought about where everything is placed on the tool. Like, you have your trimmer and then you have your ruler that can move. Then you've got your punches and the scoring tool, and it's just, everything is just there and it's so easy to use and it's intuitive and everything was in its place, and I love that. Like, when I was working with it, everything just flowed. Like, I needed this, I needed that, I needed that, and it was just there. Well, I hope you had fun DIYing with me today. If you created along with me today, please share your creations on Facebook and Instagram and tag me. I would love to see them. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a craftastic day.